What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And guys, I have a video that I want to talk about with Azaelia Banks. And Azaelia Banks is getting engaged to Ryder Ripps. And Ryder Ripps is apparently he's a conceptual artist, programmer, and a creative director. They say he's very talented. And he's of Jewish descent. And Azaelia Banks has just announced that she has accepted Ryder Ripps' marriage proposal. And, you know, as an African American man, I want to give her a round of applause. Go ahead and give her applause. And from the black manosphere, I want to say, not only do I give you the applause, the whole African American manosphere, black men all around the world, we give you applause. More applause, please. And people would think that we would be hating on her, but we're not, okay? And a lot of times sisters believe that when sisters believe that when brothers see them marrying out, we are hating on them or we are upset. But if you really look at Azaelia Banks and some of the things that she does, Azaelia Banks has a lot of problems. All right? You know, she's had problems being, suicidal. She has problems calling people out. Azaelia Banks is emotionally, for a lot of people, she has a lot of turmoil. Okay? And let's just be honest, I think that she has something really wrong with her. Not that she's unattractive or anything like that, I don't believe that. And she's very extreme. She has talent, but she has a lot of problems associated with that talent. And for a lot of brothers in the black community, we have had the unfortunate situation of dating somebody like an Azaelia Banks. Okay? And I'm not, let's be honest, I don't think that most black women are like her. I think that a lot of black women are very nice. And Azaelia Banks, when you deal with somebody as extreme as she is, now obviously no one's perfect, but we've all dealt with one or two Azaelia Banks. And, let's just be honest, in the bedroom is booty clapping sounds. Yeah, it's really good. It's very interesting. But just the ups and downs of the personalities are really bad. And the thing about it is that when you first meet them, you don't know that they're as messed up as Azaelia Banks is, for those women we're talking about. But see, the problem with the Ryder Ripps guy is, well, did you not know about her outbursts in the past? And I think that's what sometimes a lot of guys in other communities feel like they can change them, and I think that's kind of how a lot of, when we talk about Pookies and Ray Rays and stuff like that, and when sisters see a Pookie and a Ray Ray guy who is, doesn't want to really work hard, because not all Pookies and Ray Rays are the same, but doesn't want to achieve anything, a lot of sisters feel like they can change the guy. And he'll do okay for the first few months until he reverts back to his original self, and now she's complaining about him. I think that Ryder Ripps probably feels that way. He feels like, well, you know what? Azaelia Banks is a great person. She has some problems, but you know what? If we put her in our community, and we know that Jewish communities, European Jewish communities, are successful, then we can give her the stability to change her. She's gonna change. She's gonna be different with me because she's not in that unsheltered environment. She's not in that environment which is a little bit more loose. Under the the community that we're in, she can flourish a little bit better. And you know what? It could be true. But for many black men around the world, we are betting on the fact that Azaelia Banks is going to be Azaelia Banks. And as Obsidian always talks about, a good indication of future performance is past performance. And what a lot of black men are saying is that when we can see a sister that has the problems of Azaelia Banks, and she goes over to, let's say, she explores her options and she gets a better mate. And as they say, we need to have more options. And not all sisters that interracially date are going to be like that. Some sisters, most people, most black women in the black community, I don't think are just undateable, But there are some that are going to have some problems. And when you can look at Azaelia Banks and someone like her, when they go to another community, black men are like, whoo! Hey, bros. Thank you. Because a lot of brothers just don't have the energy to put up with someone like Azaelia Banks. Okay? Because you know what the problem is this. A black man wants to be able to deal with a woman he can at least predict the personality. Azaelia Banks, you don't know what you're going to get day to day. This is why Shahrazad Ali says that sometimes when a black man steps in the door, he don't know who he going to get that day. That's somebody like Azaelia Banks. And there are quite a few women out there who, let's just be honest. They're wanting to date another groups. And they haven't fixed those problems yet. And they're thinking that, if I go and deal with a new group of people, that they're going to be able to fix me. Or the guy believes that. And if you think that you can repair people, you're sadly mistaken. People have to repair themselves. It's just the plain truth. People have to fix themselves. All right? A lot of people don't want to fix themselves. Okay? But then at the same time, you want to go and deal with other people. And I'll just be honest with the guy, for what it's worth. The guy doesn't deserve what he's about to get. Okay? I don't know if he's looked at her before and, maybe he feels like she's talented. He could do something with her career and all that. Azaelia Banks is just not ready to be in a real relationship with anybody. But he's going to figure that out. He's going to figure it out. And he's going to figure out that, I can't do anything with her. And black men are going to be like, oh, bro, I told you. I told you, bro. I told you that you can't do anything with her. We tried to tell you. But you just didn't want to listen. Okay? Just didn't want to listen. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment pinned at the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out the Patreon, guys. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Hit the notification bell. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.